What's up, INFJs? I see myself in the camera. Okay, that's all good. How you doing today? Happy, It's Halloween weekend, y'all. Well, today is gonna be the beginning of the Halloween weekend, and I've got a lot of things on my mind right now because, first of all, it's my girlfriend's birthday, and by the time she sees this video, we'll probably be celebrating her birthday, and I'm very excited for that. And I hope y'all are having a good Halloween thing too. I don't really have a lot of Halloween stuff in my room because I'm broke. And but I do have one thing I can show you, just because I want to get into the spirit of this whole thing, you know. This is something I painted with my girlfriend, and it's like a little haunted house, but like it's like a pumpkin theme. That's about it, really. I think there's enough horror in my face to cover all of the horror that's required for this weekend, so I'll say we're good. Anyway, I really wanted to recommend a book to you all today. This might be a regular thing now, because I do read quite a bit, and also there's like the sound. It's a nightmare. We got the dishwasher going, got the laundry going, but we'll make it through this, I promise. I've been reading this book called You Are the Placebo. Kind of scary, this cover here. It's quite fitting for the Halloween season. And it's really great, actually. You know, in all seriousness, I'm being a little silly and facetious today, but I really do highly recommend this book because, as y'all know, I kind of mentioned this last video that I've been struggling with skin eczema. I mean, just eczema. I don't have to say skin because eczema is on the skin, so I don't have to. But this is the issue that I've been dealing with on my hand, and it is healing up. And it's basically a combination of things like lifestyle and mindset and things like that. I mean, it might look a little bit weird to you right now, but I promise you it looks a lot better than it did like a year ago, because my whole hand was like throbbingly inflamed and red, but now it's like calming down and it's starting to fade into a kind of like a flaky scab kind of thing. And it's because I just realized that it's not eczema, actually. The real issue is actually topical steroid withdrawal. And if you look up on Google or just on YouTube, you can see a lot of people that go through topical steroid withdrawal, which is they use these topical creams to like cure, or to like to basically cure their eczema. And it does work, but a common side effect is that your hand starts to break out into a whole new different type of rash that is supposed to heal over time. And I think that it is probably what I'm dealing with right now. I can never say things with 100% sure, like I can't say it 100%, I can't say it with 100% certainty, but I do believe that it is what it is. And it is topical steroid withdrawal. And I'm getting really uncomfortable talking about this because it's just, like I mentioned in the last video, it's such a personal issue that I've been dealing with. And I struggle with talking to people about stuff like that. I feel like when it comes to my health or my mental health and things like that, I actually really struggle talking to people about that type of stuff because I just don't want to be, I feel like, I don't like showing other people moments in my life when I'm weak. And I think that's something that I'm really working on getting over, because I think that people only really, I think the more that you are open about everything and every aspect about yourself, do people trust you more and see that you are real. And I always strive for authenticity. That's something that I've been working on for a long time. And when I tell you that I have these weaknesses and struggles, I'm opening up, and it's even though I'm opening up to what seems like people that just watch me and they don't really comment or engage with me, and I'm sure people have commented before but now just enjoy watching without commenting, which is great too, but I'm sure there's a bunch of you that haven't really interacted with me, and so there's going to be I'm going to be working on that to actually get some kind of perhaps a Discord or something like that, so we can have like a chat room or something, so we can all speak to each other. That's just I can't make any promises, but that's just something that I've been thinking about. But anyway, back to what this main video is about, is You Are the Placebo, and this, I'll tell you why this is connected, because I didn't really start healing. I feel like I am healing right now, and I don't think it really started until I realized that it wasn't really the physical aspect of the healing process that I was struggling with. It was more of the mental aspect. The more that I obsessed about how I wasn't healing, the more it was delayed. The healing was delayed because I felt like every little thing was a symptom, or it was a sign that I wasn't getting better. Whereas I had to switch my mentality and think that, no, like, your body can heal and will heal if you allow it, if you give it the right conditions to heal. Your body does want to heal, and it's doing everything to help you, but you sometimes have to you have to get out of the way to allow your body to work its magic. Like, one of the greatest miracles of human existence is giving birth, and it's not particularly a subject that I'm like super stoked about or like learn about and obsess about, but it's like something that is really amazing, and really we don't have to give much thought into, at least I'm not going to mansplain this or anything. Like, I think women know this best, but like, really, I don't feel like there's much thinking involved. Like, it's just the body does what it does, and it's going to, of course, like, you have to take care of the process. You can't be, but yeah, I'm not going to explain this to women because I'm sure they know this better, but yeah, like, or I should talk about, like, healing your broken arm or something. Like, it just heals on its own. You don't really have to think about it, right? And so if that's the case for your broken arm, like, why can't it be the same for your skin issues, or you breathe without thinking about it, or your heart beats without thinking about it? Your body just does what it needs to survive. And so, and by the way, I'm not like a doctor or anything. I'm not gonna this isn't medical advice, or I'm just putting in a disclaimer because I'm starting to feel a little nervous about the whole thing. But anyway, yeah, this this book is called You Are the Placebo, and it's about how sometimes, or a lot of healing actually happens in the mind, and it's the mind is very powerful when it comes to healing. This guy, who wrote this book, like, he was racing on a bike and he got hit by a car, and he was able to, and he like had multiple disc fractures in his back. Like, it was almost as if like he couldn't walk again or something like that. Like, it was really, really bad. But he was able, with his mind, able to recover from that injury. And it also gives a lot of examples where people get really sick when they're falsely diagnosed with cancer, and they get super sick. And but then after they die, the doctor's like, wait, oh, sorry, actually it was like benign cancer, it wasn't harmful. And then there's people that have cancer, and then they're told that, that the cancer is gone, or that there's no cancer. I might be making some of this up, but like, the point is, like, sometimes people get diseases just because they think they have one, or they cure from a disease just because they think they are cured from a disease when they're actually not. So that concept became very interesting to me. And as I was reading this book, I realized more and more that, like, the mind plays a critical role in how we heal from like traumas and like physical and maybe even mental. A lot of it comes from what's inside your mind and how your perspective is, what you think, how you think, and how you believe, and what you believe about yourself. It all starts in the mind, and so I'm really applying that to healing. I applied that mindset to inflammatory bowel disease, which I struggled with like throughout college, and I was able to cure myself from that. And I am so much better from the beginning of the diagnosis of that ailment till now. I feel like I am almost like super, like I'm like probably like 80 to 90% recovered from that. And it all really started with cleaning up my diet and cleaning up like my habits, like not sleeping super late or eating ramen like before I go to bed, right before at middle of the night. I had these awful habits, like I'd eat Subway sandwiches before I go to bed at like 11 or 12 or whatever, and then like do homework like till like 2 a.m. in the morning, or it's just like really late nights and just bad habits that I think finally led to the ailment that I was diagnosed with. But having the mindset of I can heal from this and that this can be fixed, it just takes time, it just takes dedication. That's my laundry. I'm not currently in Squid Games. I'm not gonna get shot with a gun, don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah, I do, so I don't wanna, honestly, there's freaking, shut up. There's a lot to read in this book. There's a lot to learn from this, and I pretty much gave you the main premise of this, and I just wanted to talk about and show you and just say that this is like a really interesting book, and I hope you decide to pick it up and read it, because if you're into working on yourself and enjoy working on yourself and making yourself better every day, which I think is the only, well, I don't want to say the only, but it's one of the main paths of happiness, is just really enjoying living your life like a video game and just, you know, always constantly improving your stats. And just like, I know some of you aren't a lot of you probably aren't gamers and don't understand what the fuck I'm saying, but it's just like the enjoyment is working to, the enjoyment is like just getting better at things, really. It's just like finding ways to be better at, like, you know, a certain hobby that you really like, or a certain skill that you like let's say like you like really like it could be anything, like you really like painting, like every day is learning a new technique or learning a little how you can better draw a line or a curve, or better how to shade, learn how to shade better, or you know, whether it's playing an instrument, how to play notes faster, how to play it you know, with more expression. Like I think everybody has that thing that they like, and just like the enjoyment of getting better at that thing, and then realizing that that could be monetized, that you can survive off of doing something that you love. It, I think, is like one of the biggest main routes of happiness in life, and I just highly recommend that to everybody. So in that path, there's going to be many books that you can read, and this one I highly recommend right now, because I just read this and I was like, wow, this is life-changing. It really is. It just, like, I've never really thought about how my mind is affecting my health, or my mind is affecting how I live, or how I go through life. And now that's going to be definitely on my mind. No pun intended. Probably wasn't even a good pun, but I just felt proud because I felt like that was pun adjacent. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do hope you pick this up, and I will catch you in the next video. All right, see ya.